Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. You guessed it, today is the last part so far that I can think of in my sticker storage series, part 6, which is dealing with combo packs. So I have, these are less than half of the combo packs that I have, and I haven't used many of the stickers out of them because I don't reach for them. And that's part of why I've gone in and done all of my sticker storage videos, is to make them more easier to reach for. I'm not gonna lie, I struggled with this one. It took a while to get to this point, and finally I was like, I just need to take my best guess. I have some ideas on how I want to do things, but I am not absolutely sure. So basically a combo pack, and I'm not sure, do they even make these anymore? I know they make the accessory books, and part 5 of my video series, which I will link in the cards up above, is specific to accessory books and how I combine those with the 30-page value pack sticker books. I don't know if they actually make these anymore, so this video might actually be moot for those of you that are new to planning. I have a bunch of them. I haven't bought any in quite some time because, like I said, I have them, and I never reach for them unless I specifically want a card to put in my planner or a specific post-it note. So for those of you that don't know what combo packs are, they basically have I don't know how many pages, about 20 pages, half pages of stickers. They have a little section with tiny little post-it notes. These are all post-it notes. And then they have a section here at the bottom with these cards that have 3 punches that you can punch in your planner or pop into your planner. I like these when new releases for Happy Planner come out. I like to use these to write what I want and where it's available, because I just can't bring myself to pay full price on the Happy Planner website. So if it's available at one of the big 3 stores, I write down my what it would be nice that I want, what I need to have. Of course, none of us need any of this stuff, right? But the nice to haves, the need to haves, and where they're all available. So anyway, that's just the way I use them. If I'm traveling, I might put a packing list on here. So on and so forth. When you actually look at these cards, the first few of them are all different. Sometimes they have decoration on the front and then a functional back. Sometimes they're functional on both pages, both the front and the back. And then you get further back, you get into a section where they start to repeat. So you get 2 different designs usually that repeat. So what I thought I would do, I do like to use these, but this setup, like I said, does not work for me. So we're going to break the 3 parts down. These are pieces of a Dollar Tree cutting mat. Super thin, about maybe a little bit thicker than 10 mil laminate. So your Happy Planner punch isn't going to work on these, but the Crocodile will work on these, and any of the other, the Levenger, the Tool, any of those punches are going to work on these. And for those of you that don't know, the spacing on all these punches is exactly the same. So I have these 2. They are cut to be the same width as a dashboard. So for those of you that don't know, the dashboard is used 2 ways in Happy Planner vocabulary. The dashboard layout, and then a dashboard, which is basically just an extra wide bookmark with a tab. So that word you need to know is used in 2 different ways in Happy Planner world. These plastic sheets are cut to be the same width as a dashboard, slightly wider than the combo pack itself, slightly wider than a sticker book. So you can see here, they're a little bit wider, which is fine. That's good for what I want to use it for. So what I thought I would do is put all my cards. I'm going to just, here we go. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to rip these out, and I'm going to organize all my cards. And then what I'm going to do, in order to keep this from getting like 4 inches thick, I thought what I would do is tile them. So I'm going to have some piles. Let's separate. I'm going to have And I'm going to mainly categorize by what's on the front. So if you try to get into the front and the back at the same time, it's gonna make so many categories that it's just unwieldy. So for me, I thought I would do categories that had to do with decoration, functional. So I'm just sorting these: decoration pile, functional pile. Again, functional. These, and I may go further and do half and half. So like this one's got a big bunch of deco, but it's also got a little bit of functional. Same thing with this one. It's about half and half. So I might go half and half. And then, yeah, so this one's gonna go over here in function. And then all of these are my copies, right? All of these are exactly the same, but they're also all functional. So functional. So I'm going to speed this up while I go ahead and sort some more cards into piles, make some room here, and I'll be back. And if I run into anything unexpected or anything that doesn't fit in one of these 3 categories, I'll slow down and let you know. Okay, that went pretty well. So now I think I'm going to go ahead and do kind of a Roy G. Biv kind of a thing. So mostly black in the back, mostly white up front. I don't have to do this. This is the way my brain works. Purple to rainbow to black. Okay, good enough. So what I want to do then, like I said, in order to deal with the thickness of the book, I'm going to tile these. So each one is going to be one row, one disc further down than the one above it. It's going to make the overall thickness then of this book not as much. And then when I hit the bottom, I'll start over at the top. Okay, so now we'll come back up to the top. So that we don't make the entire video about this. There you can see, oops, and I missed one. So anyway, the way these will flip then, you can see several different ones at a time. And since I tiled them this way, all I have to do is pick up the bottom one to flip a whole row at a time. So once I get all of my books taken apart and sorted into here, then if it's too thick, I can make a second book for these and a third book for these, or I can just keep right on going with some sort of a bookmark or something to separate those out. So that's enough of those. I don't want to waste any more time on those. The second part of these books all have Post-it notes. So these are some of the ones I started pulling apart, and they're all actually on this plastic sheet here. So I can try to peel it off, and it looks like it's going to come off. But just carefully, and I can get my my palette knife that I like to use on my spreads. Flip those up out of the way to help get under there. I am leaving them on the plastic at this point, but you don't have to. There we go. So they took a little bit of the paper backing off with them, but that's okay. So now I have this strip of Post-it notes. I have a few different choices. If you've watched my Plan With Me videos before, you know, especially my move-in videos at the beginning of a month or at the end of a month, I have a plastic dashboard that I stuck a whole bunch of kitty cat Post-it notes on. And I love this. I keep this in my planner and I use these. I don't use these because they're not in my planner, they're not handy. I've got to go dig the book out and try to remember which book had which Post-it note. Doesn't work for me. So you have a few choices. You can take a dashboard like this. This is one that I took a combo pack off of. You can stick these on here. You can leave them as strips and just put several on here. Or you can decide, hey, I want all rectangular postmarks or Post-it notes. Or maybe I want all long, skinny flag-like Post-it notes. Maybe I want all round Post-it notes. Decide how you want to divide these up. It looks like you could fit 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 of them on one of these. So you could just take these off, put some tape runner on the back, and glue them right on there, pop this in your planner, and you are going to have so many Post-it notes. Now, option that you can do. I love these storage boxes from Michaels. I think there are other stores that carry them, but they're magnetic and they look like books. And I just love these on my bookshelf, and I store all kinds of stuff in them. This one I have is full of Post-it notes. So it's got some Happy Planner Post-it notes. And it's no special thing. You could actually, if you wanted, with these, you could cut an extra thick piece of cardboard and punch it and pop these in your planner right like that. I save all of the plastic when I buy a new Happy Planner, and I round the corners and I punch it. So I have all of this nice heavy, I know it's super hard for you guys to see, but I have all this super heavy plastic from box sets and from when I get a new planner. And like I said, I round the corners. I don't know if you can see that. I round the corner and then I punch it. And so you could stick Post-it notes on here then with a little bit of tape runner and pop this in your planner. So just a few ideas, things you can do with the Post-it notes. The bottom of this box is just full of tons of these pieces of plastic. I always save the plastic. And anytime you get an accessory pack that comes with Post-it notes, you've got that plastic. That's where I got the idea, actually. These came in like accessory, I think they're called companion packs now, or I forget exactly where I got these, but that's what I plan to do with the Post-it notes. I'm pretty happy with my kitty cats right now, so I will probably just pull these off and stick them in the box for now, and then when this starts to run low, and it is starting to run low, I'm down to just a couple, they're getting pretty thin, I can either backfill this, or I can create a second one that's maybe more functional than cute. Maybe I decide I want all rectangles, but that's what I would recommend doing with your Post-it notes. Just leave them on the plastic, a couple stripes of tape runner on there, and you are good to go. Okay, last but not least, and this is why I struggled, why I waited so long to actually go ahead and film this video. What do we do with these half sheets of stickers? Some of these books that I have go with full value pack sticker books. Some of them don't. Like, I don't have a book that's all beach vibes. This was available at Joann's a couple years ago. I do have a Brights book, but the stickers are a bit different. So where I can, I can group these. I have a watercolor sticker book, but it's not so much watercolor Brights. But where I can match these sticker pages up to an existing book. They're exactly the same width. So let me grab an example. I have this household combo pack, and I have the household sticker book. So if we look in here, we can see the stickers are pretty similar. Let's see. Meal plan, leftovers. I mean, they're chore list to clean. I know that there are some of those in here that match pretty darn close. Chore list, there we go. Very similar. So one of the things I had thought about doing was taking a piece of Happy Note paper, cutting it to the right size, putting 2 of these on here, 1, 2, and then just kind of sticking them up in the back of the book, combining the book. I haven't actually tried that yet. Well, let's see. So if I pull these out, let's see if we sort these out, what do they look like? So I would say this is majority decoration. Icons. Let's make some room here. To-do, chore list boxes. There's a flag page. So 2 of these pages, like I said, 2 of these pages will fit with room to spare in a book like this. So if we can find some way to combine them into one page, icons, action words, quotes, just trying to make enough room for you guys to see everything. Here's some more icons. To-dos. Put this with that. Put that. Those are similar. Here's some more words. Oh, here we've got 2 pages of these. So for example, I would put these 2 pages together to make one sheet. And then this could go right in my book. So there's a page. These 2 together could be easily a page. Okay, here we've got some more action words, so obviously these 2 together could make a page. So I'm just pairing these up. Those are thick sheets. These 2, since they both have grids, I would put those 2 together as a page. Here we go, here's a page of gold icons. That could go with the black icons, so there's a page. This one's got 2 big rectangular deco boxes, just like this one, so I'd put those 2 together to be a page. And then what do we have left? Let's see. 4, 6, 8. So I have an even number of pages. And words. So I could put those 2 together. So the way I my brain works, these 2 kind of segue into this one, which goes with this one, which segues into this one, which segues into the icons. And then from the icons, we can kind of segue into these, which then these segue into these. And since this is a big double list, I put it with the 2 single lists. Then I have my round circles. I could put those with these and kind of segue those right into these. And then that just leaves me with these 2 and these 2. So there I have my pages. So now I would just take thin paper, cut it to the exact size of my, if you want to put them in your sticker book, which is what I would do when I have a matching sticker book. I could undo this, cut my sheets of paper, put these in the back or even within where they match, and just add them to my sticker book that way. That's probably what I will end up doing with these. I'm sorry I'm not being more helpful. The other thing you can do is put them on, let me grab another book. So this is one of the books I showed in my very first sticker storage video. This was the little mini sticker pads. And I tried a couple, you can see this is punched. I tried a couple different things with these. I was going to punch them all and put them on discs, and I did briefly, and I had, you know, a super, super, super thick thing to flip through, and it just, again, I wasn't reaching for it. This is a little bit more like a sticker book. So I did, again, with the placemats, and I took, these are just basically classic mini note pages. And I glued, as you can see, I can fit 1, 2, 3 of these on here. So you can do the same thing with some happy notes and with these. When you cut your covers, they're just going to need to be a little bit wider. Some more I'll say the width of the dashboard again. If you have extra dashboards, perfect. If you cut your own placemats the width of a dashboard, perfect. But this would be your cover. You would take some, for example, Happy Notes. Put 2 of these on there, and then this would be your cover. So your Happy Notes would be punched. And then, actually, let me grab a piece of Happy Note paper. So here's a half-size classic Happy Notes. These are too wide. They're gonna hang off the edge, but that's okay. You can put 2 on here, or you can take classic Happy Notes and just cut the edge off and make them the right width. So you have a couple options, and you stick. So you could use some tape runner, and you put 1, 2, or you use full sheet Happy Notes, like I said, and cut the edge off. And then you put 3, 4, like this. If you want to use actual Happy Notes, you could literally run your tape runner on the part that's sticking off the edge and stick them together, just like that. So a couple different options there. If it were me and I had lots of Happy Notes pages, I would probably just trim them down to be the right width and stick them all in that way. This is already punched. You put it on a set of discs, and there you've got a cover that's perfectly wide enough. So that's what I will probably end up doing with these, and I'll end up with a book then that's similar to this, just a little bit wider. It's something I'm much more likely to reach for. So I hope this makes sense to you. You can even use this, like I did kind of here, to label where your pages came from if you want to, so that you don't forget. So I went ahead and added the 20 sheets from the household book to this household book, the household combo pack. It's 20 sheets. If I put 2 per sheet, then I end up with 10 additional pages. And so I just kind of put them in the front of my book. You can kind of see the extra pages right there. So I cut a bunch of strips of paper exactly the width of the book and about 1.5 inches wide. And then I took my 2 sheets and I put tape runner right along the edge, and I lined up the sheets. So now I have, so as I said before, you have a little extra space here. I don't know if you can see that on camera, and it ends up making 10 sheets. So there are my 10 sheets. I just put them right in with my book, and now everything is all in one spot. Again, this will work for books, for combo packs that actually have a matching book. If your combo pack doesn't have a matching book, then I recommend you go ahead and use the idea where you put them on a sheet of paper and put them on discs. So I hope you like this video. I hope it helps you figure out how to store your stickers in a more functional way that's actually going to be something that you'll use. If it does, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.